On today's Performance TV, we learn how to master time and space, like going back in time to restore a Ford Bronco back to originality. Then, better utilization of the space around a turbo to maximize its performance.
Welcome to Performance TV. We've got a lot of great things on the show today, but the first one, you might recognize this vehicle, late 60s, early 70s Bronco. These things were tough. They would take a beating off-road, go out there, just keep on running. One of the problems with them was rust. They didn't last. Mechanically, they'd keep on running, but the body fell apart. Well, today, I've got Nate from Thoroughbred Internationals, and Nate, your newest project, a Ford Bronco body.
Correct. These were always rust buckets and never rotted out for years. No repair panels available. So what we did, we had the answer. Went back to Ford, got the blueprints from the factory. With the help of Dennis Carpenter Industries, we came out with the Bronco, correctly built off original drawings and fixtures that we designed in the United States.
Right, now you got an old Bronco, it keeps on running, mechanically it's sound, but the body's falling apart, the floors are rusted out. To restore that's gonna be a lot of work. You build a tub that you just unbolt the one you have, bolt the new one on, you're ready to go.
Correct, the tub is $89.50. And it's ready to go. The tub includes the quarters, floor, and the front aprons, firewall, and the dash of the windshield frame.
Right, and then you just bolt all the other panels on it.
Correct.
And you got a brand new vehicle.
Once you put on the shims and the body on the frame with the body, bolt it down, level it up, you're good to go.
Wow, now tolerance-wise, how easy is this going to bolt on somebody's frame?
It lines up exactly with original frames. The measurements are dead on. It said all the CNC fixtures were built in Canfield, Ohio.
Right, probably better tolerances when they come from factory.
Oh yeah, a lot better. And with the help of Dennis Carpenter, they're selling them for us, and it's a win-win situation for the public.
I mean, it's kind of a bolt-together kit. We've got a door. You want to bolt this door on?
Yeah, we'll bolt the door on. I'll show you how to do it. It goes real simple. Go for it.
Let's go to this door here. Grab the back. Yeah. I'll hold it in place here for you.
Got one started. Get the bottom one in.
This is some restoration a guy could do in his garage.
Yeah. 2 people put this body on in no time. Our biggest marketplace for these is going to be the off-road crowd. You can get frames from Crawler's Edge down here in Tennessee. He builds a great frame for them, tubular design. And I recommend the frame from him, or you can get an original type frame from the Bronco Graveyard in Michigan. He has the correct early dimension frame available.
You guys got a lot of experience in building these reproduction bodies.
Oh yeah, the Mustangs we got, just like the Mustang, all the, like I said, the engineering and stuff was all done in the States. It's not offshore. And this was pretty complex because we had to reverse engineer a lot of the parts. It was about a 1.5-year process to get it going. But I got all the bolts started. We just need to get a socket wrench and tighten them up, and we'll be good to go.
All right. We're going to finish up this Bronco, and we'll be right back with more. If you have a UTV, I have a product that you're going to want to know about. It's from Goldspeed Products. It is the RP-SOF series Run Flat tires. Now, these tires are military authorized, they're combat proven. The RP-SOF series tires are specifically designed and engineered for heavy payloads and wheel protection, survivability. The multi-ply ratings offer the operator a unique advantage over the competition. Now, these tires are made of tougher rubber and a little thicker sidewall. The added bead ring protection through a sidewall lip molded extrusion. They have a wide contact patch that gives the rider the right amount of traction while making the feedback very positive. The reinforced sidewall design provides full protection with unique wrap tread design. Now they have multi-directional, aggressive, desert-styled tread patterns. So, you don't need extras for front or rear or sides. They'll go anywhere. They have a off-road. The Series 2 is their off-road tire. Their Series 4 is on or off-road, and it's DOT certified. So the neat thing about these tires, they're run flat. They're going to save you. When you're out in the wilderness, you're stuck, they will go for 50 miles at 40 miles per hour, still carrying a 900-pound per tire load. But check them out, the RP-SOF series tires, they're run flat. They're at goldspeedproducts.com.
This edition of Performance TV, presented by ARP, is being brought to you by Borla, the world's most winning exhaust. Benpack, providing automotive service solutions. No Limit Engineering, quality hot rod parts and engineering. And by ARP, the world leader in fastener technology.
Welcome back to Performance TV. I've got Nate from Thoroughbred Internationals, and Nate, let's bolt it together.
Just gonna give them here a little snug, and what we'll do is we'll adjust the bottom hinge first, and we want to do this slowly if you paint your tub apart before you put it on your frame. That way there you can do all your adjustment, and you want to chip no paint, so make sure you got this going here. Drop it down a little bit, it looks like. Oops. Yep, that one looks pretty good there. And it's pretty simple, 6 bolts for the door hinge. You got the 3 for the lower and 3 for the upper. Go out a little bit.
So the old Broncos don't have all the
Right.
trick stuff in the
And,
door.
and how we designed the tub here, if your frame is straight, you don't need any shims at all. So it's good to make sure your frame is absolutely square before you put your tub on. Look for, previous accidents or anything like that. Just double check them here for tightness, and we'll do a test fit with the door. All right, so what we got here? Close it real slow. Look at that, perfect fit. Very nice, huh?
Well, that is slick. We got to finish our Bronco restoration off, and the last piece to put in, I guess, is our windshield frame. John, you're from Thoroughbred International, and you work with Dennis Carpenter Industries. You guys make the tub, and all the pieces just bolt onto this thing.
Yeah, everything bolts on. As a matter of fact, this is Dennis Carpenter's original frame. We'll show how it fits on a reproduction shell.
Right, you guys work together, and everything just fits together all in one.
Exactly.
Well, let's put this thing on here.
Okay,
All right, you take that in, go to the other side, and I'll do this side.
Okay.
How's that?
that's fine. Now, Dennis Carpenter also has all the soft goods for these vehicles also. The interior and the chrome and stainless and all that stuff that you can get for it.
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but if I'm restoring a Ford Bronco, this seems like it's going to be a lot easier work than trying to weld in floor panels and fix Bondo in the fenders. You just buy a brand new tub and bolt all the pieces
Yep.
on. You got a perfect restoration.
Exactly.
I got mine started. How you doing over there?
Yeah, doing not too bad.
There's no welding, there's no fabricating, there's no sheet metal work. You just put the bolts in. This thing's a brand new vehicle. Man, I'll tell you what, this is easy.
It bolts right in.
Well, we take a break with Performance TV. We'll be right back with more.
When it comes to clamping, these old clamps, they did an okay job, but a lot of times causing flat spots and so much more. Found a very interesting product with ClampTite. Well, we're not going to have those issues, Sonora.
The beauty of the ClampTite is it's the right size hose clamp every time. It gives you a true 360-degree seal, and it's low profile and clean. It's not going to get caught up on everything.
And we definitely like that, and we're using stainless steel too.
Right, and so you don't have corrosion issues. Let me show you how easy this is. You're just going to take your wire and fold it in half, wrap it around your project, go through your loop once, come back through a second time, bring to the middle of the other wires. This is where you connect your wire to your tool. Bring the wire over both pins. This is where the pressure is, so it needs to be nice and snug. Now check it out, there's a notch in the nose, and you're going to put the loop that we created in that notch.
And we're going to be able to get a nice seal on this too. Well, what kind of PSI are we talking versus just using one of the old type clamps?
Hose to hose, no fitting, no glue, at 310 pounds. If you have a fitting, it's into the thousands of pounds. All the way you're going to do is pivot it over itself, pull this loose, cut these just short of 1/4 inch, push your ends toward the middle. This is what you end up with, is the double wrap.
Okay.
You want me to show you the single then?
Yeah, because single would work really well like on CV boots, right?
Absolutely, it's great. So what you're going to do is take your wire and you wrap it around your project. If you have a small wire, you slide it inside that split pin.
Okay.
Bring the wire over the pins, the second pin, and then tighten it up.
All right, you can find out more about how you can get your kit at clamptitetools.com, made in the USA.
Performance TV, presented by ARP, coming to you from Borla Commerce Park.
Welcome back to Performance TV. You know, if you wanted to tune your car up in the old days, you got a screwdriver and a wrench and you popped the hood and you went to work. Well, nowadays things are a little different. It's all electronic, all computer controlled. So I've got Jody from DP Tuner. You've got a solution that's going to help somebody change the tune-up on their car, let them play around a little bit, and have different ideas on what they want to do in different situations. And you've made it simple for them. Now, this is your introductory model when you started this.
Started in 2005, and it's our F5 chip. Holds up to 16 programs, switch on the fly. But it's based so that if they ever need to change anything, they need to ship it back to me, and I have to modify the programs and then reload the tunes onto the chip.
Now, how many will this hold?
16.
16 tune-ups, but they're all preset. You can play around with it. Now, is this for diesel, gas? What can you do with this?
Diesel and gas both.
You plug the chip into your computer?
It goes into an EEC5 computer or EEC4, so that's up to 2005 on the gas.
Oh, and then that was a good idea. That was a good start. You've been doing this a while. You come out with another model. This is kind of an intermediate model.
And we upgraded it, came out with our F6 for the guys that are more into modifying the vehicle, making changes and so on. So now I can make the changes in the tunes and I can email them to them, and they have a USB port. They plug in, load the tunes, or better yet, we've also upgraded to add Bluetooth. And this also holds up to 16 programs.
Right, you can email me a tune-up on my phone. It's got Bluetooth. I can sit here and download it right into the
chip.
Well, that makes it pretty simple. But that wasn't good enough. You want to keep upgrading technology.
Evolving.
Right, now you've got kind of the one you can really tune, one you can play with.
It's a touchscreen model that holds the tunes. It is a programmer, so it is not switch on the fly like chip, but it allows infinite number of tunes because we have a memory card that the tunes are stored on. And also it's a data logger, recorder, diagnostic tool, everything all in one, gauges, everything.
Right, you basically start with this system, and you can add things like data log, like you said.
Right.
You can add in here exhaust temperatures. How many different things can you put on?
You can start out simple with exhaust temperature and also support one extra external sensor. Or for the guys that are real serious, like drag racing, sled pulling, you can add what's called the hub. The hub allows you to have dual EGT and supports up to 4 additional temp and 4 additional pressure sensors.
It's a way to data log stuff, plus have the display in the vehicle, and you can go back and look and see what everything did. Now, how can I sit in my car and you email me a program, and how can I make it happen?
It's real simple. It goes into the OBD2 port. Like for this product installation, you're looking at about 30 to 45 minutes. This, about 5 minutes.
Wow.
Plug it in the OBD2 port, run the cable up. We come to the suction cup to mount up on the windshield.
Right,
Or
you
we've
can
got
hard mount it.
an optional mount that hard mounts it up on the headliner. Once you get that, plug it in. It's very simple. We send it already pre-configured
Right. You
for your
tell me
vehicle.
what your vehicle is. Yeah.
Right. So for example, right now we're hooked to a 6.0 liter Excursion. So it's already going to be predefined with all of the information on the screen. It'll support up to, on this vehicle, 356 PIDs. So a PID is a predefined parameter that Ford has in the computer that you can display on the screen. And it's totally open source, so if you're a techie person, you can actually create your own gauge screens. You can create your own sounds because it has a sound that will alert you for an application. And then all they have to do is select on the screen on any of the PIDs. They can go ahead and set what they want as their alarm, when do they want it to alarm, and the color, when to change colors for like a warning or a high alert.
One of the neat things you were telling me about it, this is specific for this vehicle, but you can put other programs in here. All you have to do is pull this out, put it in the other vehicle, and you're ready to go with another vehicle. It's all the tune-ups are saved in here.
It holds profiles. So for each vehicle, for me example, I can put this in my Excursion. I select the profile on the screen. It'll boot up to that profile that already has everything predefined for that vehicle. Then when I move to the next vehicle, unplug it, simply plug it in to the cable, boot it up, select the profile for that vehicle,
And you're on the road.
I'm on and going. We currently have this model, but we're looking, this is in beta. It'll be coming out later this year. It is a skinny down version of that, so it won't do everything that the full-blown screen will.
You'll get all of it, but
Reduce size, and it's real cool for the guys that have 2 1/16. You can unplug it, plug it right into 2 1/16.
I'm telling you what, this has endless opportunities. DP Tuner, check them out on the web. They're going to tune your car up and make it simple for you. We'll be right back with more Performance TV.
Tommy, years ago, I built the garage, made it a 3-car garage, thought I was going to have plenty of room. No, it gets full just real quick.
Well, there's a simple solution, getting that stuff up off the floor, on the wall, out of your way. It's the Wally Racks. It's a simple design. It'll fit practically anywhere. If you got a stud in your garage, I'm sure you got a lot of them open in the garage.
Right.
Or if it's behind the wall, you know where they're at.
Garage or your basement or the tool shed.
That's right. This is simple and easy to install. You put 2 screws in it, mount the base to the wall. It comes with some solid oak pegs, so it'll able to hold up to 50 pounds. You can put your brooms, anything you can think of will hang on a hook.
You see there's different adjustments. You
Right.
need something at an angle, wider, narrower.
Right, you want to hang your rack, your broom, your golf bag, whatever you want to hang up on the wall. This is a simple solution. I mean, wish I'd have thought of this. Pretty simple.
I know, sometimes it's the simplest things that can create a lot of much needed storage. You want to find out how you can get your Wally Racks, which come with 2 bases, 4 dowels, and 4 screws? All you have to do is check out the website at the bottom of your screen.
This edition of Performance TV, presented by ARP, is being brought to you by Advertising Edge, custom branding solutions and promotional products. Evapo-Rust, super safe rust remover. Stage 8, the world's best locking fastener. And by Clamp Tight, the clamp making tool.
Welcome back to Performance TV. Whether you have something like our classic sports car we see behind us or our modified import, Robert from Stage 8, each one of these cars can have their own individual problems. And this car right here is putting out somewhere around 400 horse and about 23 pounds of boost. Guess what problem this car has?
I'm guessing the turbo mounting bolts are coming loose.
Yeah, yes, they are. So we are going to take care of that today. If they would have started off with a Stage 8, but that's okay. We're going to take care of it and show why you really want to start off with Stage 8.
Absolutely. Here, I'll tell you what. Let me show you folks how these work while she's taking those out. We put a groove in the top of the bolt here. By the way, this is a genuine grade 8 bolt. And this is a 3/16 Allen socket, so you can use a 3/16 ball Allen to spin in those hard to reach ones. So the bolt goes in and gets torqued, and then we use a stainless steel locking retainer that goes over the head of the bolt right up against the chassis of the turbo, and then a clip goes right in here to prevent it from coming off. It cannot counter-rotate because it's a true mechanical lock.
Now for our application here, Robert, is there a specific bolt kit that we should get, or we can just kind of get anything from Stage 8?
Well, actually, this uses a 10 millimeter by 1.5 thread pitch, 25 millimeters long.
Okay.
We make the same bolt for headers.
I thought it looked about that size.
It does, but whatever you do, don't buy the header bolt kit. The header bolt kit comes with aluminum retainers, which is fine for your header applications, but on a turbo, which can generate up to 1,500 degrees,
Oh, yeah.
you need stainless steel hardware, which we include with our turbo kits. Whether it be nuts or bolts, they come with stainless steel hardware.
It's something else that I love with the Stage 8, because I've got a couple of places here it's a little more difficult to get into, but this is going to be nice because I can put my Allen head right in here on the top.
That's right. That's what we call a double hex head. So it uses a 3/16 either ball Allen or straight Allen, and then a 7/16 wrench.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get back to one of these harder spots
Okay?
and get started. Spin these in. That one started. And next one. Do we need to torque these or anything?
Yes, we'll want to torque them to about 25 foot-pounds.
All right, Robert, if I could have that last one.
So you notice how shiny these are, Kathy?
Yes.
That's actually a duplex nickel finish on top of that grade 8 bolt, and we use duplex nickel rather than chrome because we don't want any hydrogen embrittlement. But it gives you a real nice shiny look.
It's right up front here too, so you pop the hood open, you're going to see them right away, and not only are they going to work great, they look good too.
We like shiny.
All right, Robert.
So Kathy, you've got that preset to 25 foot-pounds. That's perfect for these. There you go.
Okay, we've got them torqued, Robert, and now for the best part.
That's it. It's time to put on the locking retainers that'll prevent the counter rotation.
Any certain way we need to?
Yes, remember lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. So
There
we're
we
trying
go.
to prevent the loosening rotation.
And see, right here, when I put this one on, it's not going to be close enough, but I bet if I pick it up,
Pick it up and turn it over.
flip it over.
It's clocked 3.5 degrees, just like a box end wrench, and see how much closer it gets this time.
That's right, rock and roll, that was right on. Okay, that one. And last but not least, hey, pick the right side that time.
Perfect. Let's throw some clips on there and we'll be done.
Clips. In there. That in. There we go.
I can hear it click. Perfect.
That's what we want to hear. We want to hear that good click noise. And if we need to take these back off for any particular reason, to take a screwdriver or whatever and pop them off.
Pop them off, remove your retainers, remove your bolts, and you can use them over and over again.
All right, I'm gonna flip this one around. You know what? Thank you so much for coming in. Make a big difference on here. We went from having number 2 bolts in there. Now we have the stage 8, which are the grade 8 bolts. This thing is not gonna come loose anymore.
I think the car owner will be happy because he won't need to tighten those again.
Absolutely. You want to find out more? All you have to do is hop on their website, which is stage8.com. Want to thank you so much for joining us again this week. We'll have a whole lot more coming up next time around here on Performance TV.